By the end of this video, we should understand primitive data types, non-primitive data types, mutable versus immutable, why arrays and objects behave differently, like basic JavaScript memory behavior, and how this connects to Playwright automation. Okay, let's go one by one. So in the previous video, we learned about the, JavaScript data types like string, number, string, boolean, then undefined and null. Then we studied arrays and objects. So these all of these different data types, they can be divided into two categories. The first category, like these first five, right? They are called primitive data types. What are primitive data types? These simple single values, right? And these are simple, lightweight, and store only one value at a time. These ones, right? But if they are complex, like arrays and objects, right? They are complex and they can store more than one value, right? These are called non-primitive data types. And these are collection of data, right? And they are more complex structures. So these can be divided into two parts. Like for the sake of interview, sometimes they can ask what are primitive data types and non-primitive data types, right? And then other than this is like we have now, let's understand one more important concept, that is immutable. Immutable means it cannot be changed directly after creation. Here, like we have this string value, right? John. I can write name is equals to anything, like I can write Carter. I can change the when I write this, it will create a new like this new string will be created, which will be now referencing, it will give a memory reference to another one, Carter, space in memory. And this one doesn't have any reference now. John is like it doesn't have reference. But if I print this, I will see console.log name. It will now show me Carter, right? If you see over here, it's displaying Carter now. What if I change name of zero, like the very first letter C, instead of C, if I write K over here, will this get changed or not? No, it will not change. Why? Because we are trying to manipulate the value of string, this value name, which this is directly pointed to Carter now. And I am changing the, like I am changing the value. Instead of Carter, I am writing KA, Carter, or something like that. So this will not get changed. It will still remain with C, right? If I print name now, it will still show me the same value. Its value will not get changed. So this is something like immutable. Strings are immutable. We cannot change the value, right? But what if data can be changed directly, right? For example, arrays like fruits, I have declared this. Now I can add more values to fruits, right? To add one more value, I can just write fruits dot push. Okay, orange, apple, banana. Let's add anything like okay, kiwi, right? So now if I print fruits, console dot log fruits, this will be added, means we modified this value over here, fruits. So save it and run. See, now you will see kiwi added at the end. Similarly, we can remove the values from here, but the fruits, it is pointing to same list only here, right? So if value can be changed, it means it's a mutable one, right? So objects are also mutable. Like here, if we have user John, right? Name is equals to John. I can simply change user dot name is equals to anything like Harper. So if I print this one now, console.log user, I will see name as Harper. Run the code. So name is Harper now. So these can be changed, but like string, we can change its, like this one, Carter is created as a new object. So it's referring to this one now. We will study this more in more deep further on. But for the sake of interview, just understand two different concepts. The first one I told you, like primitive and non-primitive. These are primitive, like these are predefined, simple ones. And these are non-primitive, like the complex structures, right? They can have multiple values. And then mutable and non-mutable. Mutable is like its value can be changed, like here for objects and arrays. But immutable means we cannot change the values. So these are two important concepts. And in the next video, we will continue learning more modern JavaScript concepts that are heavily used in Playwright automation. And okay, one last thing, like why in Playwright automation we frequently work with arrays, objects, API responses, test data, dynamic values. So understanding mutable and non-mutable behavior helps us avoid the bugs.